All right. Hola. Are we live? All right. We're going to do Bible study, but I'm also going to be doing some nerd stuff by the end of this. Got him. Okay. Oh, we have free week of Nitro on Discord. Get this out of here. Whoa, I don't want to be getting Discord notifications. New nameplates. Stand up from the crowd with charming styles with your name. Are they free? I ain't paying for nothing. Ain't no free ones? Sort by. No, man, I want them for free. This all costs money. I'm supposed to get good. Skill issue. Am I in the wrong account right now? Yes. How do I add multiple accounts? How do I add multiple accounts on Discord? What's up, King? What's my Discord account? I have multiple Discord accounts. I think it's this one. I don't think it is this one. I have like 3 or 4 Discord accounts. See, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Wish I could just delete this one. Okay. Well, we finally got in the Discord. Okay. And now, let's close this. How do I get to my programs? Personalization programs. Cupid CPU Z. Hold on 1 second, guys. We're about to start in a second. I'm getting some things going on here. I got Black Myth Wukong, Cyberpunk. The Witcher 3 was $10, so I got that. And now I need to claim my Monster Hunter Wilds for free. What am I looking for? Notes. Okay, we got CPU Z. The Ada 64 up yet? Ada 64 Extreme. Says it's installed. What is Ada 64? MSI 8064. This program is not free. It is an evaluation of copyright. Ada 64 is not free? Don't I get it like with my motherboard or something? Huh. CC cleaner. C cleaner. Yes. We need this. All right. Yo, why do I have honey on here? I didn't install honey. Why is it on here? How do I uninstall honey? I wouldn't be in. Burp and echo. How do I uninstall honey? All right. We got something installing. I'm going to start reading. We are on chapter 6 of 2 Samuel. Why is... How do I make a... What is ASIO for all? All right. I ran a benchmark and I was getting 600 frames per second on Heaven. I think that's pretty good. Okay. We're in chapter 6. David's kingdom is going to grow. He's going to grow some kingdom action. Kingdom's about to get big, boys. Okay. Chapter 6. What happened last time? He defeated the Philistines? Hold on one second. Actually, I'll be right back. All right. Let's get this. Chapter 6, 2 Samuel. Again, David gathered together all the chosen men of Israel, 30,000. And David arose and went with all the people that were with him from Baal of Judah to bring up from thence the ark of God, whose name is called by the name of the Lord of the hosts that dwelleth between the cherubims. And they set the ark of God upon a new cart and brought it out of the house of Abinadab that was in Gibeah, and Uzzah and Ahio, the sons of Abinadab, drave the new cart. Is this where they're going to drop it and and they brought it out of the house of Abinadab, which was at Gibeah, accompanying the ark of God. And Ahio went before the ark. And David and all the house of Israel played before the Lord on all manner of instruments made of fir wood, even on harps and on psalteries and on timbrels and on cornets and on cymbals. Yeah, this is where they're going to drop. Ahio is going to get dead, I think. And when they came to Nachun's threshing floor, Uzzah put forth his hand to the ark of God and took hold of it, for the oxen shook it. So the ark is being carried and it starts to shake. And Uzzah puts out his hand to steady it. And took hold of it, for the oxen shook it. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and God smote him there for his error. And there he died by the ark of God. Now, this is a crazy one to people. So, hold on one second. This story is kind of crazy. I know a lot of atheist types would hear this story and be like, what kind of God is that? The ark, they were carrying the Ark of the Covenant, and the ox stepped weird and made it rock like it was going to fall over. And Uzzah, the son of Abinadab, reaches out to steady it, and God strikes him dead. And the law, because the law was, you can't touch the ark. If you're not one of the priests, you don't touch the ark. And you saw when they stole the ark, bad stuff started happening. People were getting hemorrhoids. All the statues of the gods were falling over. Those people were afraid of the ark. They had to keep it hidden and not touch it. Now, the problem is, for a while, it's been being protected in the house of Abinadab by his sons, Ahio and Uzzah. They've been guarding over the Ark of the Covenant, and they revere it. You know, it came back into Israel's possession, but they haven't brought it back to the tabernacle yet. So they've had it in their house for some years, and they've been watching over it. And Greg Locke did a great sermon on this, and he made an analogy of kind of what the deal is with the Ark of the Covenant. Is they had the ark, they knew the ark, and they guarded the ark in their house, but they got comfortable with it. They got comfortable with just, this Ark of the Covenant is supposed to be in the tabernacle. It's supposed to be kept in a temple. It's not supposed to just be something you got sitting in your living room that you get comfortable with and you start treating like an everyday object. So when they're walking and they're carrying it, if it was going to fall, you let it fall. If it hits the ground, they know God's going to keep it safe, or if it breaks, that was God's plan. You don't touch it. When he reaches out and touches it, without thinking about it, he just reaches out to steady it. What this shows is comfort and not reverence. He got comfortable with it. He just thought of it as another chest filled with stuff. Oh, it's going to fall over. Let me catch it. Instead of having it and keeping it in his living room where he's just hanging out around it and he's comfortable with it. And this is the Spirit of God. So it's the same thing with us. you just get comfortable with the Spirit of God and you just start living, you start to think you can just touch it whenever you want. But it needs to be kept in a temple and revered and not touched. Because when you get comfortable with it and you start playing with it and you dilly-dally and you reach out your hand without thinking, even if you don't intend to do it, you get struck down. You get struck. And that's what happened there. Sounds crazy. But I know a lot of like atheist people would not like that. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and God smote him there for his error. And there he died by the ark of God. David's not happy with this. And David was displeased because the Lord had made a breach upon Uzzah, and he called the name of the place Perez Uzzah to this day. And David was afraid of the Lord that day and said, how shall the ark of the Lord come to me? So David would not remove the ark of the Lord unto him into the city of David, but David carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite. Oh, Obed-Edom's the one that keeps it too in his house. I think his sons carry it and get struck down too. And the ark of the Lord continued in the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite 3 years, 3 months. And the Lord blessed Obed-Edom and all his household. And it was told King David, saying, the Lord hath blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that pertaineth unto him because of the ark of God. So David went and brought up the ark of God from the house of Obed-Edom into the house of David with gladness. And it was so that when they had bare the ark of the Lord, had gone, when they that bare the ark of the Lord had gone 6 paces, he sacrificed oxen and fatlings. And David danced before the Lord with all his might, and David was girded with a linen ephod. So David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord with shouting and with the sound of trumpet. And as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, oh, this girl's still dilly-dallying around David. Saul's daughter looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord. And she despised him in her heart. Oh, dude, you should have got rid of this chick a long time ago, David. Like father, like daughter. And they brought in the ark of the Lord and set it in his place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Lord of hosts. And he dealt among the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the women as men, to every one a cake of bread and a good piece of flesh and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, every one to his house. Then David returned to bless his household. Hola, kitty. I saw you in there. I was just in the middle of a rant, and then I forgot to say hello. Hello. Hello, kitty. Then David returned to bless his household. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly overcometh himself. Was he dancing naked? And David said unto Michal, it was before the Lord which chose me, before thy father and before all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of the Lord, over Israel. Therefore I will play before the Lord. I'm going to sing and dance. That's what David said. And I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in my own sight. Nice. And I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in my own sight. And of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Therefore Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child unto the day of her death. Oh, he cursed Michal. Sucks for you, Michal. He said, of them shall I be had in honor. I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in mine own sight. And of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Does that mean he's going to sleep with all the maidservants? I guess I can do it on this computer. 2 Samuel. What are we in? 6:22. In essence, David is saying that he will be willing to be seen as more base or undignified than what Michal perceives, even if it means appearing foolish or silly in his own eyes. He is prioritizing the honor and glory of God over his own personal dignity. Oh, okay. He's saying if you think I look foolish, it's like if an atheist says, "Well, that's God, this God fairy tale you believe in is just foolish." It's like, whatever. I'll be foolish in your eyes, but I know that I'm not. You think I'm silly, but I know the truth. That's basically what David was saying. But what's he saying about? I think he's saying he's going to sleep with all these maid servants. Insights from Tom. Who, the more humble I am, and the more I condescend, laying aside all state and acts of devotion and religion, the more shall I be honored and spoken well of by them. And will base in my own sight, humble himself and lie low in his own eyes, admiring the grace of God. And in the maidservants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Who the more humble than I, and the more I condescend, by laying aside all state and acts of devotion and religion, the more shall I be honored and spoken well of by them. I don't think that's what it's saying, Bible study tools. I don't know if that's what it's saying. Appears to be, I am not ashamed of humbling myself before God, who rejected thy father because of his obstinacy and pride. Before that God rejected thy father. Oh, her father. And chose me in his stead to rule his people. And even those maidservants, when they come to know the motive of my conduct, I shall acknowledge its propriety and treat me with additional respect. And as for thee, thou shalt find that thy conduct is as little pleasing to God as it is to me. Then it is said, Michal had no child till the day of her death. Probably David never more took her to his bed, or God in his providence might have subjected her to bareness, which in Palestine was considered both a misfortune and a reproach. Michal formed her judgment without reason and meddled with that which she did not understand. This girl Michal is bad news. She gotta go. All right. Before I start chapter 7, I'm going to start another download. What is ASIO for all? I have it on this computer. Why did I download this? Oh, it's for music production. What does this do? ASIO for all. It's a driver for... Oh, it's for Fruity Loops. It's for Fruity Loops. Okay. Speaking of. How do I download it? Un momento. How's everybody doing today? 64. So I already have IDA 64, but it's not free. Control OCCT. Sorry, guys. One moment. Oh, I need to get to my other email. This one. What the fuck? Pin is incorrect. Why is it? It's not working. What the fuck? Um, what the heck? You can reset your PIN by going to Settings, Accounts, Sign In Options. Trying to get you next. Okay, we'll download Fruity Loops and ASIO for all. And then I need to download Need. What'd you get banned for? Jeremiah Johnson. All is well. That's the same picture that freaking are you Yoda? What am I looking for? OCCT. OCT personal program of popular edition granting the core functions of OCTT free of charge. OCCT for edition granting all the core functions of OCT. Monitoring system information. You must agree to the disclaimer. I'm just getting all the final programs. I got the other monitor. Ordered the desk. It's going to be a problem. If I put the computer here, the display cable has to run all the way across the back, down the side, and then up the arms into the monitors. And I only have 5-foot cables. The new desk I'm getting, this stretch of desk is 5 feet. So I need 2 feet to get from here to under the desk, and then about 2 feet, 3 feet. I need like 12 foot of cable, display cable. I got banned for saying racist things. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't ban you. I didn't ban you. I don't know. The mods probably would have just timed you out. 33. Okay, so OCCT is just another monitoring. I think it's a stress test. It is a stress test. Okay. Yeah, I can benchmark with OCCT. Okay. Can I get a desktop icon for this? No? I don't know why it won't let me pin things to my desktop. It's an app. Why is it not showing up somewhere on my screen? And I'm getting alerts from freaking Discord. The app is right here. Open file, share. Okay, it's open. Why can't I make a info a desktop icon for it? Settings. There's font size, security, monitoring. Okay. We got Fruity Loops installing. Stop showing me notifications. All right. I'm popping on WoW for a bit to help our lad out. We'll catch you later. You play WoW? Kitty over here playing WoW. 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 I don't know how to get a desktop icon for this app. That's weird. That's weird. Okay, chapter 7. So Michal ain't having no daughters. And it came to pass, when the king sat in his house, and the Lord had given him rest round about from all his enemies, that the king said unto Nathan the prophet, See now, I dwell in an house of cedar, but the ark of God dwelleth within curtains. And Nathan said to the king, Go, do all that is in thine heart, for the Lord is with thee. Stop going away before I can click stop showing me notifications. And it came to pass that night that the word of the Lord came unto Nathan, saying, Go and tell my servant David, Thus saith the Lord, Shalt thou build me an house for me to dwell in? Whereas I have not dwelt in any house since the time that I brought up the children of Israel out of Egypt, even to this day, but have walked in a tent and in a tabernacle. In all the places wherein I have walked with all the children of Israel, spake I a word with any of the tribes of Israel, whom I commanded to feed my people Israel, saying, Why build ye not me an house of cedar? God saying, why are you going to build me a house? David wants to build a nice temple. David wants to build a structure. Seesaw talked about this, I think, on that interview that she did with that other YouTube channel. Basically, David's saying, I dwell in a dang castle, and God's in curtains. And God says, I don't need a house of wood. I thought Seesaw said that God said no because David has too much blood on his hands. Maybe that's going to come up here shortly. In all the places wherein I have walked with the children of Israel, spake I a word with any of the tribes of Israel, whom I commanded to feed my people of Israel, saying, Why build ye not me an house of cedar? Why don't you build me a house of cedar? Have I ever said that? No. God never asked for a house of cedar. So what makes you think I need one, David? W. Seesaw, wherever you are. Studio Mobile. Okay, we got Fruity Loops. This stuff over here. VR chat. We'll get that eventually. Let's close this. Close this. Okay. Now therefore, so shalt thou say unto my servant David, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, from following the sheep, to be ruler over my people, over Israel. And I was with thee whithersoever thou wentest, and have cut off all thine enemies out of thy sight, and have made thee a great name, like unto the name of the great men that are in the earth. Moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in a place of their own, and move no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness afflict them any more as before time. And as since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel, and have caused thee to rest from all thine enemies, also the Lord telleth thee that he will make thee an house. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up, that means die, doesn't mean sleep with his dad. I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. The child proceeds out of the man's bowels. and shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. This is a prophecy from God through Nathan to David. This is prophecy of Jesus. So even if somebody argued that God wasn't actually talking to Nathan and Nathan was just making all this up, because Nathan is one of the scribes of 2 Samuel, then you would just say, well, still Nathan got the prophecy correct. Like, it's got to be something more than that. I will be his father, and shall be my son. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men and with the stripes of the children of men. But my mercy shall not depart away from him, as I took it from Saul, whom I put away before thee. And thine house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thine throne shall be established forever. According to all these words and according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David. Then went King David in and sat before the Lord, and he said, Who am I, O Lord God? And what is my house that thou hast brought me hitherto? And this was yet a small thing in thy sight, O Lord God. But thou hast spoken also of thy servant's house for a great while to come. And is this the manner of man, O Lord God? And what can David say more unto thee? For thou, Lord God, knowest thy servant. What can David say more unto thee? For thou, God, knowest thy servant. For thy word's sake, and according to thine own heart, hast thou done all these great things to make thy servant know them. So David knows things not of himself, but of God, making him to know things. Isn't that interesting? Wherefore thou art great, O Lord God, for there is none like thee, neither is there any God beside thee, according to all that we have heard with our ears. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people? And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom God went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy hand, before thy people which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. God redeems us from our enemies. Whom God went to redeem for a people to himself. God redeems his people to himself. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever. And thou, Lord, art become their God. And now, O Lord God, the word that thou hast spoken concerning thy servant and concerning his house, establish it forever, and do as thou hast said. This is called submitting your will to God's will. And let thy name be magnified forever, saying, The Lord of hosts is the God over Israel. And let the house of thy servant David be established before thee. I can't stream the games yet. I'm mad. I have Cyberpunk and Black Myth Wukong, whatever the heck it's called. Black Monkey Man Wukong. And I really want to play it and benchmark it and test it, but I don't want to do it until I'm streaming because I want you guys to see the opening cutscenes. But I've been messing with the benchmarking. I've got it all figured out so I can have the stuff on the screen. One last thing. Thank you. You're welcome. For thou, O Lord of hosts, God of Israel, hast revealed to thy servant, saying, I will build thee an house.
Therefore hath thou servant found in his heart to pray this prayer unto thee. And now, O Lord God, thou art that God, and thy words be true, and thou hast promised this goodness unto thy servant. Therefore now let it please thee to bless the house of thy servant, that it may continue forever before thee. For thou, O Lord God, hast spoken it, and with thy blessing let the house of thy servant be blessed forever. Chapter 8. I'm just moving through my list of stuff that I need to download real quick. Okay, we need fan control. I think the Zora demo is like Cinebench, Zora demo, Furmark. I don't think I have to download those. Maybe I do. I need Epic Games, Cinebench, fan control. Fan control is a highly focused fan controlling software for Windows. I don't think this is what they were talking about. Fan Control 220 is highly customizable and controlling software for Windows. I'm not sure which one I'm looking for. There's a couple different fan control programs. Cinebench. My Windows ARM 64 or x86 64? What does that mean? Cinebench for Windows x86 64 or Cinebench for Windows ARM 64? I don't know. I just picked one. Hopefully this is correct. Let's do chapter 8. And after it came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them, and David took Metheg-ammah out of the hand of the Philistines, and he smote Moab and measured them with a line, casting them down to the ground, even with 2 lines measured he to put to death, and with 1 full line to keep alive. And so the Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts. David smote also Hadabezer, the son of Rehob, king of Zubah, as he went to recover his brother at the river Euphrates. And David took from him 1,000 chariots and 700 horsemen and 20,000 footmen. And David hogged all the chariot horses, but reserved of them for 100 chariots. So when the Syrians of Damascus came to Sacour Hadadezer, king of Zubah, David slew of the Syrians 22,000 men. 2,020. Then David put garrisons in Syria of Damascus, and the Syrians became servants to David and brought gifts. And the Lord preserved David whithersoever he went. And David took the shields of gold that were on the servants of Hadadezer and brought them to Jerusalem. And from Betah and from Berothai, cities of Hadadezer, King David took exceeding much brass. When Toi, king of Hamath, heard that David had smitten all the host of Hadadezer, then Toi sent Joram his son unto King David to salute him and to bless him, because he had fought against Hadadezer and smitten him. For Hadadezer had wars with Toi, and Joram brought with him vessels of silver and vessels of gold and vessels of brass, which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord with the silver and gold that he had dedicated to, of all nations which he subdued, of Syria and of Moab, and of the children of Ammon, and of the Philistines, and of Amalek, and of the spoil of Hadadezer, the son of Rehob, king of Zuba. And David gat him a name when he returned from smiting of the Syrians in the valleys of Salt, being 18,000 men. And he put garrisons in Edom. Throughout all Edom put he garrisons. And all they of Edom became David's servants, and the Lord preserved David whithersoever he went. And David reigned over all Israel, and David executed judgment and justice unto all his people. And Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was over the host, and Jehoshaphat, the son of Ahilud, was recorder. And Zadok, the son of Ahitub, and Ahimelech, the son of Abiathar, were the priests, and Sariah was the scribe. And Benaniah, the son of Jehoiada, was over both the Cherethites and the Pelthites, and David's sons were chief rulers. David's taking up arms. He's growing. His kingdom's growing. Okay. Let's see if I got the right Cinebench. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Maybe I downloaded the wrong thing. No. Maybe this will work. I don't know. Where we at? Street Kid or Corpo? Yeah, I don't know what that means. This is going to take forever. It has to extract 24,000 items. Should I be doing this? What is this? It's Cinebench. Maybe I got the wrong. I think I got the wrong one. I don't know why Cinebench would take this long. Open my email. There's no Yahoo notification. What Yahoo notification? Sorry guys. I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time here. Why is this not working? What am I? What am I looking for right now? Oh, I remember what I was doing. Thank you for purchasing. Your order entitles you to promotional code. Blah blah blah. To redeem your code, go to amdrewards.com. Already purchasing an app. Please create an account or log in with an existing account. Little memento. What are you guys talking about? Hola, Cisal. What were we just talking about? When you said David tried to build a temple for God and God said, no, your hands are too bloody. When does that happen? Because we just read Samuel 7, 2 Samuel 7, and he talks about wanting to build God a temple, and God's like, have I ever asked for a house made of cedar? But he didn't say, when you can catch my call to Joel yesterday. All right, I will try to find that. English email. Confirm email.
AMD rewards. Thank you for registering. Please confirm your email. Email has been verified. Coupon code. That is a crazy code. It better let me copy and paste this. Oh, that's a code. What are you snarling about? To complete this redemption, please download the product verification tool below. This is a whole lot of work to get a dang graphics card or to get a dang free game. No, I don't need a desktop verification tool for this. Your retailer coupon code. Give me my free game. I want my free game. Minute 33, Joel was criticizing Trump for bringing in the white Africans. Yeah, I see where I heard what he was saying, and I kind of see where he's coming from, where it does seem hypocritical. But it's also not the same thing, though. Comparing bringing them in to deporting illegals is not the same thing. We could still bring in refugees from dang El Salvador and Venezuela if they get their dang ish together. I'm just trying to be fair. I think it's based. Well, actually, I'd say don't bring anybody in, but game redemption portal. Already purchased an element. Congratulations. Your products with steps for complete redemption. Game redemption portal. Already purchased an element for. Please create an account. Log in with the existing account below. What? Is it? Okay. Save. Submit my coupon code again. You verified that I have an AMD. Coupon code has already been used. I used it. Okay. Active rewards. Monster Hunter Wilds game bundle promotion. Redeem. Did you purchase a computer or a component? Processor. Which resale store did you purchase your AMD hardware from? Amazon. Monster Hunter Wilds. Add to cart. Next. Next.
That's a $70 game. We're about to get it for free, boys. How can it be hypocritical when all these illegals aren't being targeted by their own government and we already have millions of illegals from South America? But they cry as soon as 59 rights were brought in. Yeah, they're a completely different situation. One illegal being slaughtered, the other ones just want to make more money. I don't know. People would argue, well, no, I know what you're saying. We still bring asylum seekers who are being slaughtered, but from Latin America, like from gangs and stuff and cartels and things like that. Like he just did a deal with El Chapo's son to bring 12 Sinaloan cartel family members into America. Because they're going to get killed if they stay down there because homeboy's snitching. So, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying we shouldn't be bringing any of them in. Not right now. We got to fix our problems first, and then we can start working on a process like that. Like that tells everybody who's got an overbearing government, we'll take you in, we'll protect you. We ain't got time for all that. But South African white farmers are pretty based, and I won't mind having some of them around. Okay, now I should be able to open this. Okay, Cinebench is going. Then Steam should have well, you have to download it and then it's a browser thing. Whoa, this is big. Okay. Okay, so I can hook into Cinebench with Riva Tuner through Afterburner to monitor, but I think it comes with benchmarking stats in it. So I can check my CPU ranking. How do I check my GPU instead of my CPU? Okay. Now we need. Okay. That's done. Now here, how do I get to my rewards? Where does it say my rewards? Shit. Did I close that?
What it? Shoot. Redeem on Steam with your Steam account. Oh my god. What's my Steam account password? Email. I don't know what. No. How do I know? It's key till dead. Okay. Okay. Same password? No. What's my password? Oh, fuck. Dang it. Can't remember my password. It's got to be one of those. I'm logged into Steam right now. What the heck? I don't have the Steam app. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Complicated business. Complicated business. I'm not going to be able to remember this code. Oh, we got Monster Hunter, baby. We got Monster Hunter Wilds, baby. Okay. Cool. We got a bunch of stuff done on the list today. The last thing on the list is to hook this other monitor up. But I don't know. The desk is coming soon. I don't know if I want to do all that. Okay. Okay, we're done with that. 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 I would like to get a Epic Games. I'm gonna have like a terabyte left after all these games. Some of these games I can play the games from my laptop without downloading them. It says stream from another device. So I can play the games on this computer from my laptop without downloading them. Huh. What was I? Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I'm gonna have to uninstall some of these. It's gonna be too much stuff. I'm gonna have like 1 terabyte left. But if I have everything that I want on the computer, a terabyte left is still a lot of space. Okay, we can close this. Okay. Let's do chapter 9. We got to get to chapter 10 today. Everybody left because I'm doing boring stuff. That's all right. Chapter 9. And David said, is there yet any that is left of the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake? And there was of the house of Saul a servant whose name was Ziba.
And when they had called him unto David, the king said unto him, Art thou Ziba? And he said, Thy servant is he. And the king said, Is there not yet any of the house of Saul, that I may show this kindness of God unto him? And Ziba said unto the king, Jonathan hath yet a son, which is lame on his feet. So Jonathan's son can't walk. And the king said unto him, Where is he? And Ziba said unto the king, Behold, he is in the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, in Lodabar. Then King David sent and fetched him out of the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, from Lodabar. Now when Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, was come unto David, he fell on his face and did reverence. And David said, Mephibosheth. And he answered, Behold, thy servant. And David said unto him, Fear not, for I will surely show thee kindness for Jonathan thy father's sake, and will restore thee all the land of Saul thy father, and thou shalt eat bread at my table continually. And he bowed himself and said, What is thy servant, that thou shouldest look upon such a dead dog as I am? Then the king called to Ziba, Saul's servant, and said unto him, I have given unto thy master's son all that pertaineth to Saul and to all his house. Thou therefore, and thy sons, and thy servants, shall till the land for him, and thou shalt bring in the fruits, that thy master's son may have food to eat. But Mephibosheth, thy master's son, shall eat bread alway at my table. Now Ziba had 15 sons and 20 servants. Then said Ziba unto the king, According to all that my lord and the king hath commanded his servant, so shall thy servant do. As for Mephibosheth, said the king, he shall eat at my table as one of the king's sons. And Mephibosheth had a young son, whose name was Micah. And all that dwelt in the house of Ziba were servants unto Mephibosheth. So Mephibosheth dwelt in Jerusalem, and he did eat continually at the king's table, and was lame on both his feet. He couldn't walk, but he got to sit with the king. We are Mephibosheth. The story of Mephibosheth is one of your favorite stories. Why? Because David went and helped out Saul's family. David and Mephibosheth. And it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanun his son reigned in his stead. Then said David, I will show kindness unto Hanun the son of Nahash, as his father showed kindness unto me. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servants, for his father and David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon. And the princes of the children of Ammon said unto Hanun their lord, Thinkest thou that David doth honor thy father, that he hath sent comforters unto thee? Hath not David rather sent his servants unto thee to search the city, and to spy it out, and to overthrow it? Wherefore Hanun took David's servants, and shaved off the one half of their beards, and cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, Tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return. And when the children of Ammon saw that they stank before David, the children of Ammon sent and hired the Syrians of Beth Rehob and the Syrians of Zobah, 20,000 footmen, and of King Maacah 1,000 men, and of Ishtob 12,000 men. And when David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men. And the children of Ammon came out and put the battle in array at the entering in of the gate. And the Syrians of Zobah and of Rehob and Ishtob and Maacah were by themselves in the field. When Joab saw that the front of the battle was against him, before and behind, he chose... Can't get my page to turn. Come on, page. There we go. Of all the choice men of Israel, and put them in array against the Syrians. And the rest of the people he delivered into the hand of Abishai his brother, that he might put them in array against the children of Ammon. And he said, If the Syrians be too strong for me, then thou shalt help me. But if the children of Ammon be too strong for thee, then I will come and help thee. But be of good courage, and let us play the men for our people, and for the cities of our God. And the Lord do that which seemeth him good. And Joab drew nigh, and the people that were with him, unto the battle against the Syrians, and they fled before him. And when the children of Ammon saw that the Syrians were fled, then fled they also before Abishai, and entered into the city of Joab, returned from the children of Ammon, and came to Jerusalem. And when the Syrians saw that they were smitten before Israel, they gathered themselves together. And Hadarezer sent and brought out the Syrians that were beyond the river, and they came to Halam, and Shobach, the captain of the host of Hadazer, went before them. And when it was told David, he gathered all Israel together and passed over Jordan and came to Halam. And the Syrians set themselves in array against David and fought with him. And the Syrians fled before Israel, and David slew the men of 700 chariots of the Syrians and 40,000 horsemen, and smote Shobach, the captain of their host, who died there. And when all the kings that were servants to Hadarezer saw that they were smitten before Israel, they made peace with Israel and served them. So the Syrians feared to help the children of Ammon anymore. Next chapter is David and Bathsheba. We're going to save that for tomorrow. David and Bathsheba is tomorrow, but we're going to save that. So that's it for the Bible study today. I know I told you it was going to be hit and miss with the Bible studies this week because I'm trying to get all this stuff put together and figured out. So I got a new monitor I need to hook up, figure out all the display settings. I was going to have the vertical one over here and this over here, but now that I've thought about it, I'd actually rather have the vertical one on this side, more in the corner, and then this one right here, camera straight on, so we'd be looking straight at the camera. Not quite like it is now, but close. And then since my right hand, my mouse is on my right side, which is this side, have it be lined up more with all the menus and all the stuff that I'm going to be clicking, so I can just do that right here. Boom, 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 boom. And then I can watch stuff and read stuff and talk to people right here. Now the only problem is figuring out how to get the display cord to reach. Until I get new display cords, longer display cords, I'm going to have to keep the computer over there. So even once I build the new desk, the new computer is still going to be over there. Because that's where I think I'm good on all the wires except for this power will be there. So the monitors will both hang down to the power. I need to get a new surge protector. All the power from the computer. It's going to be weird. I might have to get the power strip mounted to the bottom of the desk and have things plugging up into it. Then we go boom from here to here. Here to here, here to here, all this stuff here. The only problems we're going to have is the monitor's got to go down, under the desk, up and in. So I think I need some 10-foot display cables. I think that's what we're going to need. Okay, now these games are downloading. I also got a 50-foot Ethernet cord, which I have to wire into here. I'll probably do that once all this stuff's... I might not be able to stream Saturday night. Well, no, it depends on when I get the desk. Actually, I need to write a note and put it outside for the Amazon guys so they can leave the package at the bottom of the stairs. Otherwise, I might not get it. Shipped. Share tracking. See all updates. FedEx. How do I sign up for alerts? It's not out for delivery yet, so it probably won't arrive until tomorrow or Saturday. Probably have to wait till next week to hook the desk up. The longer I wait to hook the desk up, the longer I have to wait to stream with this computer. Huh. Oh yeah, one other thing I gotta do. It's 12:04. Stream elements. Update your details. Discord. Set up your free tipping page and start earning money from your community. Connect your PayPal account. Jazz up your stream with custom overlays and alerts. Import from .csv. Import custom channel stream elements chatbot. Streamlabs. Echo. Make a little more noise, dude. Ground control and SE Live. Overlay token JW. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door. Stream elements, channels. How do I just get back to front page right here? Download SE Live. The plugin legends are made of. Only OBS plugin you'll need. Light on your CPU, heavy on features. You'll have effortless access to your chatbot, tipping, and more. Uh, 2 subscribers. 3 members. 0 from tips. 22 from 6 super chats. Oh, so tips is if you do it in stream elements. Subscriber, members, tips, subscription. Super chat from Gorilla Biscuits. Okay, so this tells me all this stuff. Now, streaming tools, overlays. So this is very similar to the one Easy and all them use. Is this free? This looks a lot like the same one that it's kind of different. Is this free? What is my SE Live? Welcome to the new editor. Browsing and adding widgets. Click on the plus button. All of your favorite widgets are now nicely organized in categories. We've added a search bar so you can find what you're looking for quickly. All editing access actions are now placed in a sleek menu. You can also emulate different stream events, test your work, see how viewers will experience the stream. Okay. Naming your overlay. The new top menu got a makeover so you can rename your overlay on the fly, access advanced settings, save your work quickly. Got it. Let's emulate. Preview. Oh, that's cool. How do I edit this?
How do I edit the text on it? What's my Instagram? I think it's just. Sorry, I'm doing stuff. What happened to Cortana on the computer? Yes. Instagram doesn't know who I am? Yeah, they do. Okay. Profile. This is not the right Instagram. YouTube is not receiving enough. Dude. Oh my God. I don't know my Instagram info. Hmm. How do I make everything bigger? I'm a little bit confused here. Where did my name go? Dang it. I don't understand this. This is what I hate. Setting up these layouts. Oh my gosh. It's so much. Layers. YouTube. Text settings. Custom font. Advanced. Just how do I even control what it says?
Sooner I get these layouts done. If I have a link on the screen, you can't click it. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to put my Facebook on here. So I can't right click it. Can't I just delete something? Okay. Is there a Rumble icon? I have like a starting soon screen with a timer. But I have to put in my Instagram, which I can't remember any of my links. It should just be JS Urban Adventures on Instagram. Why am I searching in Yahoo? Something's happening. Something's happening. Computer's going slow. Starting soon. And how do you put it into OBS? I still need to fix some things. Be right back. Stream started, stream ended. The gaming cam and the talking cam. And then I'll have one that will be full screen me. Well, we on Stream Elements. We found some good free overlays, so I don't have to spend any money on them. Wish there was an easier way to do this. I don't know how to do all this stuff. This is just like the other one, but it's red. That's kind of cool. Oh, that looks pretty sick. This would be cool for the Bible streams. Can you play music during the starting stream? I like this. That's kind of cool too. Force field static. Oh, that's sick. That's like a Rocket League theme. I don't know. We're gonna have to spend some time figuring this out. There's an MTG Arena theme. Oh, that's cool. Huh. There's a lot. I don't know why Instagram's not letting me log in. Rotep. I'm doing pretty good. Discord's my game tag. Stressed out. I don't even know what that means. Red lines? Nah. I like the one I got. They also have it in red. Is it? Red flare super theme. I got the blue flare. I swear a bunch of people use this owned one. This Brave owned one. Red flare super theme. Is it animated though? Create my overlay. I don't know. I think we just stick with this blue one. Stick with this blue one, and it's not animated, but it'll be something for the time being. So how do you make it play music? How do you yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go to sleep, but I got everything connected to Stream Elements. I got my game redeemed. I got Cinebench. I got CC Cleaner. I got Fruity Loops and ASIO for all. I did not get fan control. I got Ada, but it's telling me that it's only a 60-day thing. Still need Epic Games. Still need fan control. I'm not gonna download the Zora demo. Firmwork. I don't know if that's browser or something you download, but we already got. I think I have benchmarkers, but I don't think I have a stress tester next. I think Cinemark is a stress tester. So maybe we don't need Firmmark. So we need Epic Games, fan control, and then finish setting up the layouts. I've got all the drivers for the microphone and for the interface. Got the monitor, the second monitor there. There's no need to set it up until. Okay, the only hard part left is these layouts. And I don't necessarily have to do them, but I figure if we're starting OBS from scratch, might as well do it. Instead of like right now, I have like 20 scenes and they're all just, everything's all mixed up and nothing's organized in my OBS. Since I'm starting with a fresh OBS, I can do everything correctly. See, I have a starting soon screen here. It's nothing. You know, something else I realized? Once I hook into this new computer, I'm not going to have two cameras anymore. The other camera's on the laptop. So I need to get a second camera. That way, while I'm doing calls on StreamYard, I can have another camera running of just me. I need to get a second camera. All right, we're figuring this stuff out. We're figuring it out. For now, we can close this. Cinebench, I'll play with you later. I'm not going to mess with that right now. We need to get MTG Arena. We need to get Terraria, Subnautica. We might, I guess we'll have to get Ubisoft Connect for Assassin's Creed, but my freaking I just gotta leave this running so it can download these games. I'm gonna go to get out of here, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I know it wasn't really a great Bible study stream. We did read 5 chapters, but I'm just distracted with this computer stuff, and I'm tired. I'm exhausted today. So I'm gonna head out. We will read about David and Bathsheba tomorrow, and I probably won't do much with the computer tomorrow. But tomorrow night, while I'm in VK, I will be messing with it. I might hook up that other monitor just to see what it looks like. whenever I build this desk, I'm going to need like 2 days of no streaming because I'm going to have to. This is such a mess over here. There's cords everywhere. Oh, cable management's going to be crazy. But all right, I'm going to head out, guys. God bless. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you later. Peace.